It always does this now. I got to do this like twice.
Well, it says it's live.
Yeah, for on yours, but then it keeps saying, "Oh, you're having trouble going live over here, over there, over there, over there."
It's
We're live now.
okay.
It's Friday afternoon.
Cool.
Beautiful here in the ATL.
Cool.
I have
Beautiful.
no complaints whatsoever. It's gonna make it hard for me to do the show because I'm in such a chill mood. But I got to talk to you, so I'm sure that'll amp me back up. So, who are you again?
The bold one. The cold one, John Colder Ice Lawson.
I'm Brent Leary, and I may look a little different because this camera.
Sharp.
Oh, the bokeh. I love the bokeh. Give me the bokeh. All right. Enough of the bokeh, at least for now. All right. We're passing the mic. We got to do it before you can, start your weekend. You got to come to us first. We are the toll bridge between you and your weekend.
The toll bridge.
You must pay the piper.
No, I need the fees, bro. I need
Yeah.
the you are you hoarding the fees? Because I haven't got any of the tolls.
Wait a minute. He's more old than either bold or cold, Alex. But whatever.
I could just cover it with a hat.
Oh, as long as it's a Rams hat. By the way, what's your football team again?
I don't really get into that.
It's the Falcons. It's the Atlanta Falcons, folks. He's a Falcons fan. And guess
that's right. And it was just ridiculous. I don't even know why I turned the TV on.
Well,
I still should be boycotting. I think I am. I'm still boycotting the NFL.
You guys have so many, a variety of ways of losing games you should really win. So that just added to the chapter. But guess what you guys are playing this Sunday? You are flying to the City of Angels, playing in SoFi Stadium.
Oh, well, we'll probably win that one.
To take on the reigning champs.
We will win.
The Los Angeles. I have to apologize to everybody because
we shall win.
I'm mix matching my Rams logos. Here's the new one. And here's like the traditional old school one. Ooh, look at that. Got a little autofocus going there. All right. So, yeah. So, you guys will be 0-2 apparently. So,
Yeah.
You should start thinking about basketball, maybe.
I don't do any other sports. That's about the only one I halfway follow, and I really don't follow it unless they're winning.
So in other words, you're a fair weather fan.
I'm not a fair weather fan. I just don't necessarily want to watch.
You don't follow them. You don't follow it unless they're winning.
When they're exactly.
That's the textbook definition of fair weather fan. All right.
No, I stay a fan. I'm just not going to sit and watch you lose.
Only in the fairest of weathers. That's
well, I got better things to do with 4 hours of my day, but I happen to turn it on that day.
Where's Gar? Where is cousin Gar? Where are all your peoples at?
Mm-hmm.
They're out celebrating, or is it barbecue or something? Is there a family?
That's probably a family reunion that
they didn't tell you about.
You know what? I was just noticing. I want you to change the color of this bar, but we'll talk about that later.
What?
Yeah, you can change that color, and I want you to change the color so it matches the branding. The new branding.
Well, we don't see any branding on here.
Exactly, but you will in post, and then this sticks out and it doesn't go along.
Yeah, well, we'll cross that bridge when
we just crossed it.
We will cross it when we get
just done.
Are we there yet?
How do I do it like this? That color is off.
Is that like one of those? Is that an Apple Watch?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were in the.
Oh no, no, that's a what do you call it?
That's one of them knockoffs.
No, it's not a knockoff. It's
that's a grape.
It's the what do you call it? The one that counts your steps. I don't remember.
The one that was Garmin,
No, the original step counting
Fitbit.
thing, Fitbit.
Oh, that's Google, right? Didn't Google buy them years ago?
Yeah, it's a Google Watch.
Have they fully integrated into the Google ecosystem?
To be honest with you, I don't really care for this watch. I use it, but it drives me crazy. It doesn't do the things it should be doing.
Why don't you just get you an Apple Watch?
Because I don't like the Apple iPhone experience. So
You like the Android experience more
way
than
better.
Really? Like what?
Yeah.
What? Why do you like it better?
Because I can set up anything I want. I can have apps on it. I can, get into the back end and hack it if I need to. It's not jailed as bad as Apple is.
It's not
And
jailed.
yeah, Apple keeps you in jail. You're stuck with the Apple operating system the way Apple wants it. And that's why you have to keep upgrading your phone, is because after a while, Apple stops supporting it and it makes it slower, which has been proven. I just don't want that. My phone is way too important to me. So I don't know. That's kind of how I feel right now. But every once in a while, I get tempted.
Oh, look, Alex's team Android.
Good.
Why is that, Alex? If you don't mind dropping in a comment, I'm curious. Because quite honestly, the user experience for me is terrible on Androids compared to the Apple.
You haven't had an Android since I've known you.
I actually have, because I was given a free Android. Oh, because of what John said. Really?
Exactly. That's the reasons.
So I always hear, and this is a generalization.
You hear it from Apple people that have never been on a Droid. But go ahead.
That's not what I was about to say.
I was about
to say that most people who want ease of use and a very nice, easy experience, they tend to trend more towards Apple. The folks who like to claim that they like to do a lot of customization and they want more control and want to be able to do this, that, and the other, they trend Android. Does that make sense? Does that sound about right?
Yes, because that's what I said, man. Apple will dumb it down the phone so any dummy can use it.
So you say dummy down, I say easier to use.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
So,
not. One cast disparaging remarks on people.
Is the cup half full or half empty?
I don't know with you. It's usually pretty.
Okay, thank you, Alex. And other.
So you guys are phone snobs. Apparently, that's what we're dealing with right now. You have these superior attitudes, like because you like to do customized stuff.
I can't believe the guy that has a problem with content creators is telling me I've got a snooty attitude.
Yeah, you content creators, you're all the same. You like you like your highfalutin. I want to be able to have more control over my phone.
Exactly.
Kind of stuff. And what do you do with it?
All kind of things. Everything.
You don't do nothing.
You know what? Honestly, to be honest, like my laptop rather, is a MacBook. I really enjoy that. However, my ecosphere is completely Google.
So why did you choose the Google ecosystem over the Apple ecosystem?
Well, because I've got a Droid phone and I want to run my entire life on my phone one day.
One day? How close are you to doing that?
I'm very close.
Nah.
I'm very close. So
what's holding you back? What's the holdup? What does Android need to do to make that possible?
You know what? I don't do as much editing personally anymore. So that was the big reason why I got the MacBook, is because I was doing a lot of video edits. So, that's the only thing that used to hold me there. My next purchase will probably be a Chromebook.
Really?
Oh man, I love Chromebooks.
To do what? Not like
everything.
Video editing, or
no? As I said, I don't do the video editing.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Yeah, so I don't need that. I don't need that.
How do you call yourself a content creator if you're not doing video editing?
Because I have a team, bro.
Oh, You got a team. Oh,
Exactly.
listen to this. You got a team. It's the Falcons, and they are terrible.
Oh,
That's what your team is.
no, they're better than the Falcons.
All right.
But you know what I'm saying? So if you don't have these, heavy programs to deal with anymore, what do you need all of that for anymore? Everything's running the cloud.
See, this is so
Everything.
interesting to me because you just went from I like to do stuff myself. I like to, I want my phone. I want to do all that stuff on my phone, to passing off the work to your team.
I don't see what one has to do with the other, man. You can't
So much of
scale.
that hands-on stuff.
I mean, there's need to scale, and sometimes you need actual people to scale. So
I got you.
Yeah, there's only so many hours in a day for me, and I'm a busy guy because I'm so successful. You would know about that.
As your image blurs up at the perfect time for you to say that.
All
right. So no, this is interesting to me. So
no, it's not. No,
it really is.
Really?
Yeah. So do you consider yourself to be a creative person?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
Come on.
I mean, you've known me for freaking, I don't know, 5-6 years. So
yeah, 5 or 6 years, really? You got memory loss going on over here.
I'm always coming up with something, man. I definitely am a creative
person. Are you a
person.
visually creative person, or are you just more conceptual? Like it comes here, but you can't transfer that to.
No, I can transfer it. I mean, because that's kind of what I do on stage, so I can definitely transfer it. I can impart it, but yeah, I think, why? What does that got to do with the iPhone?
Like I said, most creative people trend that way.
Yeah. I mean, I just think that a lot of people,
you and Alex apparently are, the exception to the rule.
I think a lot of people were engaged with the prettiness of it and the uniqueness of it at the beginning. They became very intrigued by it, and then they got sucked in. And I just refuse to spend $1,000 on a phone every 3 years, 2 years. It's just ridiculous. I'm not doing that. Just not doing it, which is kind of weird.
Because
$3,000 on a computer, but
there's a certain irony here. Because you say you want to run everything through your phone.
I do want to run my business through my phone, yes.
And so, what we got a choir going on back here, Alex?
Preach.
He ain't saying nothing. But I do find there's a bit of irony. So you want to do everything through your phone, but you don't want to upgrade to the latest phones, which have these extreme computational powers and great video and photography capabilities of the later phones that allow you to do more to live out your creativity, but yet and still, you'd rather stay in the Stone Ages with your
excuse me. Excuse me. This is one of the best phones on the market, bro.
Oh, okay. For what? Not for content creation.
OnePlus phones are some of the best cameras, some of the fastest operating chips. I mean, all of that. But I mean, there's not that much I need to do on a phone other than get on the web. Once I get in my Drive, in my Google space, I can do everything inside of there.
Hey, look who it is. It's cousin Garfield. Garf is in the house.
He has been begging for you for 3 weeks.
Anyway,
so there you go.
So Garfield, cousin Garfield,
he's here.
Are you an Android or an Apple when it comes to your phone? Let us know, and then we may have questions for you afterwards. That all depends. We'll see. All right. You sent me this image earlier today. If I can bring it up.
Okay, make that big, right?
Whoa! Oh, you know what? I added it in the wrong place. I added
Ah,
it in the wrong section. That's why it was showing up all small like that.
yeah, that's the section where you can change the bar color.
Yeah, that's like the short bus. All right, here we go. This is what you sent me. What is this all about?
These are all the headlines from this morning. CNBC, Investor Business Daily, Market Watch, all of them, Wall Street Journal, the US stocks fall because of the warning from FedEx.
What was the
Crazy,
warning?
right?
Was it? I didn't quite get all the warnings, but
Well, I
apparently
mean,
they did
FedEx
earnings
was like,
report yesterday or something.
no, they basically said we're pulling back our estimates and we're revising them lower.
So they did that, and it wasn't even their earnings report time. They just pulled up out of the blue and said, "Hey, yo,
Yeah, that's kind of, I think it's their time, isn't it?
I don't know, but I mean, a stock like them taking a 20% haircut was crazy,
Yes.
and that sent shockwaves throughout the whole market.
But I mean, it because it's a sign of the thing I've been telling you was
What?
coming. Recession. It was a
Yeah.
it's the sign of a global recession.
So that's
That's what they put out there.
Oh, by the way, well, at least one of the Lawsons has it right. Cousin Gar is on the Apple side of the equation, so
Oh, whatever.
that's good.
So
You
it
need
says US stocks fell on Friday after FedEx served investors a brutal pre-earnings announcement about the state of the global economy.
pre-earnings. This couldn't
Pre-earnings.
even
So it's
wait
coming up.
until the earnings. Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Did they think that was gonna like soften the blow?
I think it would put it in line with, well, I don't think, you know what? It didn't. So whatever
Didn't
they
even
thought,
soften a thing.
it did the exact opposite, you
So
know.
you're saying uh their pre-warning about, well, Amazon is also announced a couple weeks ago, was it last week, they are decelerating their hiring. They didn't come out and say we're cutting it all together, but I mean, FedEx just came with the is it UPS. They're I guess they're having their challenges with this potential strike thing.
It's a lot.
Maybe it's not just the FedEx. Maybe the FedEx was the cherry on top.
Well, it says also during an interview on CNBC on Thursday, so that would be yesterday, Raj, and I don't want to mess up his name, but the CEO, his name is Raj, right, was asked if he believes a slowdown in his business is a sign of the start of a global recession. He said, I think so. These numbers, they don't portend very well.
Who is he the CEO for? Yeah.
It's FedEx.
Oh,
So he said that last night or at the end of day on
right.
CNBC.
That's what set off the
That's
morning.
what set up
Yeah.
the morning tumbles. All right.
What percentage of the shipping businesses FedEx have again? Because UPS, we were surprised to see how
They had
UPS was way ahead.
31%, right?
Yeah, UPS was way ahead of everybody else.
Right. And I think FedEx was number 3. So let's see.
Behind the postal service.
I think so. So
So when number 2 or number 3 comes in and has that news, do we need to hear from number 1 or 2 before it becomes a trend instead of an anomaly?
I don't. Well, the thing is, like I said, bro, everybody knows we are in a or right on the precipice of a global recession and a U.S. recession. Everybody knows that. They've been trying to sell this BS package full of
Soft landing.
not even soft landing. It's like you get this box and it smells like shit, but you haven't opened it yet. You know, and we know this is happening. This is happening, and I think they were trying to push it off and hope that things might turn around. We would see some different signs, but the signs keep pointing to recession, recession, recession. Not a good thing to happen in fourth quarter, of course.
No, of course not. But
And then, of course, on top of that, what happened with the inflation numbers still rising? Not good.
well, did anybody really expect it to fall? Or
I think they expected it to well, it did fall.
decline at or increase at a
Like,
slower rate, maybe?
yeah, or just if nothing else, not increase.
Right.
I mean, if it was just flat, we would feel like we're at the top of this peak. But now I even heard somebody today on CNBC's like, we're at, he said, even if it got better, it still would be bad. Like they say, if we could decelerate down to 5% inflation, it's still outrageous. Not
You know,
outrageous, but it's still too high.
here's the signal, the sign that I got that said we were in trouble and FedEx was in trouble. Not from the CEO.
Oh God.
This is what I got.
Oh, what'd you get?
I was expecting a package today, and this is what I got. So what's the deal? Just because they had a little bad pre-earning news, you got to delay my stuff now?
Oh, poor Brand.
Yo, FedEx better get their act together, man. I mean, serious.
I mean, if you think about it, though, I was thinking about this. I remember a lot of packages coming to my, house via FedEx, and now not so much.
Well, most of them come from Amazon, but if you don't buy it from Amazon, where does it usually come from?
If you do not buy from Amazon,
If you don't buy
UPS. So I got a lot of inbound shipments, right? Because we get product in before we send product back out, and most of those now all come UPS. And I'm just thinking, at some point we used to have a round robin. It would be half of one, half of another.
Hey, Gloria. Is that
Hey,
a
Gloria.
new that looks like a new image?
That looks like a new image, definitely.
Yeah. Nice. Very nice. I like the other one too. Nice.
But yeah, you know what I mean?
The best remedy for high prices is high prices.
The best remedy for high prices is high prices, except for runaway inflation.
I was going to say, I thought inflation
was high prices
was supposed to be the best remedy for high prices, which would, interest rates, high interest rates. I don't know. Because the housing market is definitely cooled off.
Well, not completely.
Not completely,
I mean,
like it was.
Yeah, but the valuations are still outrageous.
Well, the valuations haven't. They'll come down because when people stop buying houses altogether, those prices all of a sudden start creeping down.
Yeah, and I mean, look, you just think about it, man. When they said that the interest rate on a house is 6% now.
Yeah,
I haven't seen those numbers since. Gosh,
I'll tell you exactly when I saw it. When I first bought this house in 1999, the 30-year fixed was 6 7/8.
Okay, see, so I think when I bought,
but yeah,
I bought my first one in '96, and I want to say it was like 9%.
Oh,
right. But mine was a adjustable rate mortgage, and everybody's telling me you should never do adjustable rate, but every year it kept going down, down, down. You know what I'm saying? So I always got away.
Up, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll go, but it can only move 1%.
I'm telling you, that's why I never do variable rate mortgage.
Yeah,
because especially on a house, are you kidding? Because you're
30 years
out of your control.
You have no idea where it's going to be between now and that 30 years when you pay it off.
Yeah. Anybody out there? Are you guys? Do you do fixed rate mortgages, or do you try the variable rate stuff and try to see if you actually make up? I can't do it. I want to be able to sleep at night.
Yeah.
I'd much rather know exactly what I'm going to have to pay for the next 30 years than go to bed feeling good one night and then, oh, look at the interest rates are creeping up and up and up, and then next thing you know, you can't afford the place you live in. Yeah. I can't do that.
But there's so many people that rent now that can't afford the place that they're living in.
Well,
I just had a young lady tell me the other day that she was paying here in Atlanta, right, for a property that's more of like a townhouse or whatever, like $3,500 a month.
For a townhouse?
Look, and I was like, she didn't tell me it was a townhouse at first. I was like, so what? You got a doorman and you live on the top floor? What the hell are you talking about?
Is it a deluxe apartment in the sky? I mean,
exactly. And these rents, man, are insane now. Insane. So there you go.
All
All
right.
right.
What are we supposed to do with the?
Oh my God.
What is that, Jazzy J?
Wow.
Is that like somebody from your childhood or something?
It is. It has to be because they know
Jazzy
that
J.
name. Wow.
That's what they used to call you back in the day, Jazzy J.
That was my hip hop name. That was my
Because you know you
turntable name.
bit from the real Jazzy J.
Oh, absolutely. But nobody knew that at the time.
Nobody knew that in Ohio, right?
Exactly. I'm here. I mean, the first time I heard it on Jazzy Sensation, and he's like Jazzy J. I was like, oh, that's it. I love that.
I'm just taking my man's name.
Well, hey,
Nobody in Ohio gonna know.
it's Charlie G on the north side. Oh,
North side of what?
you got to give me. Okay, let me just set
Go
this
ahead.
up.
Take your time. Get it
No,
right.
the deal is, it's like Charles Gatlin. I'm trying to. I don't. It sounds
You don't
very
remember him,
familiar.
Charles?
Well,
He does not
but let me
remember
set
you.
this up. Here's
He
the
does
deal.
not remember
Here's
you.
the deal, though, is that I went to my high school reunion and I didn't remember people at my high school reunion.
Dang, that memory
But-
loss thing is no joke
But
when you get
Charles
old.
Gatlin. Okay. Anyway, you got to tell me what.
Charles,
where-
you don't
where
remember
from?
you, man.
I
This is terrible.
do. I
This
just got to make sure I know a lot of Charleses.
Charles,
Shut up. You're
all I
funny.
can say is I appreciate you joining us.
Me
I don't
too.
know who you are, but then again, I never did. It's
You're
unfortunate that my co-host has completely forgot you.
It's just, it threw me off. The Jazzy J kind of threw me off. So I'm trying to go through the
Back in your
Charleses.
Dallas days, so this isn't Ohio, this is Dallas.
This is Dallas?
See, he don't even know where he remembers you from. This is getting worse.
Wait, hold on.
This is getting
You're
bad.
so funny. Did we work together, Charles Gatlin?
Charles, is he a relative of
Did we work together? Were we good friends in
Well,
Dallas?
Apparently not good enough.
Oh no, heck yeah, man. This is like, that's why I'm freaking out. Anyway, the reason why I'm freaking out, because I couldn't put Gatlin. Oh my God.
75 Cutlass Day.
This is crazy. What is up, bro? You have got to DM me. We got to get in contact. Yes, this was like my bestie in Dallas, Texas. And we both had 75 Cutlasses, and we used to drive for Domino's pizza delivery.
Oh, wow, look at this. When's the last time you all actually communicated?
Probably when I left Dallas.
When was that?
In my 20s.
Oh my God. So that's like 50 years ago? Wow. Charles, I didn't know you were that old, but man. No wonder he don't remember.
Oh my gosh, you're stupid. You're stupid.
This is really cool. This is really cool.
Oh man, this is too much, man. Charles, can't wait to talk to you. You're in Pittsburgh now. Awesome.
I hope you guys connect.
Oh, we definitely connect.
Yeah, connect here,
Bro, wow. You know how you lose communication with people sometimes when you move.
Yeah,
back in the day, we didn't have social.
I'm just tripping because he's sitting here watching you on Facebook.
And
you haven't talked to him in that long.
Yeah. It's been
Facebook is good for something.
Time. Man, we had two of the flyest Cutlasses with the swivel bucket seats.
There's got to be a picture of this somewhere.
There probably is. It probably have to go in some of my books.
Oh, dude, you don't even remember where you met him. No, we met up in Pittsburgh when you went to Columbus.
Ah, I hear you. Hey, shut up.
I bet you.
Okay, so then we touch base, see?
Hey, Garfield.
Awesome.
Cousin Gar, you just missed this touching reunion, man. It took your big cousin a little while to actually remember who this person was, but finally it kicked in.
I think it was, like I said, that was the part that messed me up. Charles Gatlin. I'm like, that sounds like my friend from Dallas, but I forgot. I did. Oh, that's right. You know what? I got my broadcaster's license, and I used to be on the radio in Dallas. I forgot about that.
Really?
Yes.
Doing what?
What do you mean doing what?
That's what I mean. Doing what?
Spinning music. What do you
Oh,
mean?
really? Jazzy J?
Has Jazzy J? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You had an RX-7. Oh my God. I
Wow.
do remember that.
This is just
Damn.
so beautiful.
Oh
Bringing
man.
people together. Oh, I used to love those Mazda RX-7s too.
I had the first ones off the lot too, bro.
But not as much as I like the 300 ZXs.
I
But
had one of those too, and you still got one that you should be giving to me at this point.
for what?
Because you don't drive it.
Why don't you go get your Cutlass?
Yeah, dude. If I could find that Cutlass, I would be in heaven. I don't even see that kind of Cutlass anymore. We had the, not rag top, but what is it? What kind of top was it? All right, I'm gonna hit you up, Charles. We're
Hey,
friends.
thanks
We're
for
friends.
checking in. Don't know you at all, but hey, at
All
least
right, brother. Take
I'll
care. I'm
remember
so
you.
glad you called me out.
That is so cool.
That is insane, man.
If anybody from my past is out there listening, don't call in or
They won't. They won't. They're so happy you're in their past.
no,
They won't be calling.
don't need any ghosts coming back on me at this point. That was cool. I have to admit.
Yeah, that would, bro. You don't understand. You don't understand. Every once in a while, you have that thought of, I wonder where my buddy is. So to have him hit me up here, that's pretty cool.
Very cool. All right.
All right.
All right. Moving. I saw this article. I didn't get a chance to frame it,
Okay.
but it seems like Walmart. I don't know. Do you feel like Walmart is starting to become a little bit more competitive with Amazon over the last several months? Seems like you're hearing more about Walmart. And you sent me a picture of a Walmart delivery chart.
Wasn't that crazy?
Was that
That
like
was
the
so
first
crazy.
time you saw a Walmart?
That's the first time I've ever seen a Walmart delivery van, that was branded Walmart. But I guess they have to have them because they do all the, deliveries and stuff. So
What does that mean? Is Walmart finally catching up?
I think what it means is that their delivery service for grocery is a pathway into delivery service for everything, right?
Well, it seems like there's an article that's literally popped up before we started talking. It posed a question about Amazon versus Walmart, and then it says, how's that Whole Food acquisition holding up, Amazon? So does it feel like
Diss? That's a little diss.
does it feel like the Whole Foods acquisition is not quite what Amazon was thinking it was going to be?
Well, if I was Amazon, I'd be like, hold on, I can't talk to you right now. I'm on a call with Jet.
Oh,
How you gonna call me out? Oh, it's doing 10 times better than Jet did. So,
That's true because Jet is a distant memory at this point.
so that's too funny. I don't think Whole Foods is having any problems. It's just not the thing that they thought was going to be the inlet for Amazon into groceries.
That's so that's the key. It feels like it hasn't done what Amazon was hoping it would do.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see at some point that it will?
I see at some point that Amazon will continue to eat more of an ever-growing pie. How about that?
Amazon will eat. Okay, so
More of a growing.
grows,
You know what I'm saying? So the pie is growing, so Walmart will grow. Amazon still.
Whole Foods will grow.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Is that what you was asking me?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. Do you see? I'm going to try to pull up this article while we're talking.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And see if we can like that.
So just for people that don't remember, Amazon bought Whole Foods, of course, but prior to that, Walmart bought something called Jet.com, and Jet was supposed to be like this darling delivery, not delivery, but darling e-commerce platform, and it didn't really work out so well.
So this article, Amazon bought
Okay.
Whole Foods 5 years ago for 13.7 billion. Here's what changed at the high-end grocer. Let's see if we got anything. Amazon opened 60 new locations, including one dark store. I don't know exactly what that means. Let's see if there's operational changes in suppliers. Amazon centralized operations, moving them from individual stores, the Whole Foods headquarters. It has to become a conventional supermarket like some predicted. Whole Foods says rather than swapping our regional suppliers for bigger names, the company has added 3,000 local brands in the past 5 years, a 30% increase. So they started shopping local. Okay.
Okay.
Whole Foods said it also enhanced the standards for canned tuna, eggs. Okay.
Okay.
After a year after the purchase, a group of Whole Foods staffers emailed
Left.
thousands of fellow workers with a list of takeover related grievances, including the removal of stock. Oh, all right. So this is like they dogged the employees, it sounds like. Autonomous shopping. So apparently they put more, what do they call them?
Robots.
Cashierless checkouts or stuff like that.
I love it.
Is that, yeah, I think that's a positive from a consumer perspective, to a certain lowering prices with more private
Yes,
label
they have
orders.
done. Yeah.
Amazon's commitment to low prices didn't align with Whole Foods' image at the time of acquisition. As Amazon spokesperson told CNBC, the goal is to make high quality organic foods more affordable and accessible for everyone. Oh, has it done that? You said it had.
I said they've had lower prices.
They
I'm not
put
going to say it's not more accessible because it's only in certain neighborhoods.
Moving online orders to dark stores. I don't know what that is, but online grocery orders are another key. Yeah. Whole Foods told CNBC delivery 3 times as many online orders in 2020. Of course they did. Orders are shipping
So no,
online.
it says read that. It says Whole Foods also built. Come down. Right there.
Okay. Whole Foods also built a so-called dark store in Brooklyn, New York. It's closed to customers and is completely dedicated to preparing delivery. That sounds like an awful lot like that thing you talked about last week.
Yeah, it's like a ghost kitchen.
Yeah, ghost kitchen. So they call them dark stores. All right. Competing with professional shoppers is moving up on the frustration scale for many, many consumers. Competing with professional shoppers is moving up on the frustration scale. What does that mean?
What'd you say?
Competing with professional shoppers is moving up on the frustration scale for many, many consumers. Well, I don't feel like I'm competing with professional shoppers. What does that mean?
What's a professional shopper?
I don't know. It said it's
the dark stores competing with.
I'm just reading this quote. It says competing with professional shoppers is moving up on the frustration scale for many, many consumers. That's part of the reason that some retailers have experimented with either dark stores or fulfillment centers. I don't get it. Do you?
I don't know what a professional shopper is.
Is it like, maybe it's an Instacart person who goes in and fulfills somebody else's shopping list?
But why would that?
I wouldn't care. How would you know?
Oh, okay. So maybe there were professional shoppers prior to delivery.
I guess what Instacart people, weren't they the folks that went in and bought what's on people's shopping list that they made up?
Is that what? Really?
That would be a professional.
Okay, so here we go.
Yeah,
a professional shopper is a person who locates, deals for people.
They'll locate deals. I thought
locate deals are the items. They locate the desired items for a client.
Amazon versus Walmart. This is what I saw. How's Whole Foods doing? No big corporation stays in the corner these days. Amazon acquired 5 years ago. Walmart, primarily a brick and mortar, has been aggressively developing its online set. So they're coming at this thing from two different perspectives. Amazon from online to physical, Walmart from physical to online. All right, we get it. After 5 years, my observation is that Amazon's offline attempt isn't as successful as Walmart's online. You know what?
What?
I totally get it. it's easier to go. I think it's easier
Absolutely.
to go from physical to online than it is to go from online to physical, isn't it?
Abs- absolutely.
I mean, is there any surprise
Because
then
no,
with
there's no surprise in our, and I think I remember saying something similar at the time, because it's like, you're not, just because you're a e-commerce giant does not translate into you're going to be able to handle brick and mortar. It's a whole different beast.
it's
And
so
the
much
same,
more
and the
complex?
other way around too.
Well, like if we take it in chunks, and by the way, hey, Bundle and Barb, we see you, BB. Thank you. And Alex, yeah, literal stores, but no, yeah, which is
Customers.
really, yeah, okay. They focus on deliveries. So if
Got
you
it.
look at
Yep.
the components, you have the online store versus the bricks and mortar. You have the last mile, which either case you're going to have to figure out nowadays, because a lot of people are very happy with ordering and having it brought to them versus going to the store. But replicating the actual in-store experience, if you're a pure online shop, I don't know how you do it. It's
Well,
too
that's one thing. The
yeah.
other thing is the profitability. The overhead.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
the overhead is a big difference. Suddenly, you're slashing prices and all this stuff because you don't pay taxes, or, well, now they do, but you know what I'm saying? And you don't have all that overhead fixed cost. Suddenly you're trying to navigate that. I do
So
have a story before we get out of here, so I do want one. That
okay,
way,
absolutely.
just save some time.
But I guess the thing is, when you think of the physical experience of going to a store, I mean, trying to, shopping on an online virtual store where, what did Amazon used to say? The bookshelves are limitless.
Right.
You know, well, the physical store, there are
There's a
limits.
limit.
And you gotta understand the physical design and
Yeah,
and what
there's a
what
limit.
what appeals to people when they come into the store in order to actually get it's so different and so much more involved that are we surprised? Let's put it like this, and I'll use myself as an example
Well,
because
that's pretty much all you ever do.
that's all I know. I really don't know anything else. But um, you I'm so used to seeing Amazon jump into something and be very successful at it.
Yeah, but
I
come
I
on.
think my expectations were, oh, they just bought Whole Foods. Oh, this is gonna be a
They're going to
slam.
blow it up.
Yeah,
You
it's
do
gonna
you
work.
remember when they announced they were buying Whole Foods, how Walmart, Kroger's, and
Nope,
the
took a
other,
dive.
they all
Public,
took a dive? Yep.
yeah.
The numbers took a dive. It's like, oh, they're going to upset the whole thing. Yeah, see?
It's the experience. The in-store experience is so dramatically different from the online shopping experience. And I think like it is way more easy to replicate the online shopping experience for
But
a
it's
physical
not that
store.
easy either.
But I'm just saying, in comparison, it's easier to go from physical to virtual than it is to virtual to physical.
Yeah.
And I think that's where Walmart has they have not pushed the advantage that they have with that uh, the way they should have. I think.
Yeah, but you know what? I really want to know what Walmart Plus is doing, because I think Walmart Plus will give us an idea of what Walmart could possibly do in the e-commerce space in the future.
Yeah, and I would say just like it's harder to go from virtual to physical, which is what Amazon had to do. What Walmart is doing with Prime is
Mm.
they're just basically replicating what Amazon did. There was no physical, component. It's just how do we do what they did? I
Mhm.
think it's easier to have success with that because it's a virtual component. Now, will they get it completely right? I don't know. And they're playing so far behind. I think that, it's harder to catch up virtually
Yeah.
because Amazon is not like they're just going to sit around here and just do this. They're trying to. I mean, look what they're doing. What Amazon is doing that Walmart hasn't even thought about is what they're doing with Amazon the video component and the live streaming component. Amazon has got our attention because they got Thursday Night Football, and I don't know if you watch these broadcasts, but they're doing a really good job with these. It looks like a regular broadcast channel. And there's a lot of people making fun of the Lord of the Rings series, but there are a lot of people watching that sucker.
Man, have you gotten a package delivery this week?
Oh,
everything's branded Lord of the Rings, boxes, envelopes, all of it.
So what Amazon does have is an ongoing way to keep top of mind, because they have it via you watching a live stream, or you're watching a movie, or you're doing, listening to Amazon Music. So they have so many avenues to Amazon Prime membership.
Since we're talking about retail.
Okay.
Since we're talking about retail, I'm going to pull this up. You're going to share this.
Okay.
All right. So let's see if we can get this to work.
Let's see. And while you're doing that, did you see news today that Tuesday Morning is being bought by
by retail e-commerce?
Oh, e-com. Okay.
No, I'm saying that's what it is, by retail e-commerce. Retail e-commerce owns several retail brands that have gone out of business, like Pier 1, Radio Shack, Linens and Things. They keep buying up these companies.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know much about that.
But yeah, that happened today. All right. This happened today. Actually, yesterday. Kanye West has dropped The Gap. And I love this. I really love this because Kanye is absolutely batshit crazy on some things, but he's also very innovative, and he takes his fashion very seriously. And I think what's going to happen with Kanye is that he's going to innovate because he's had his experience with brick and mortar.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, he saved the Gap. I mean, the Gap was about to go totally under, and his partnership definitely saved the Gap.
So,
yeah,
I know nothing about his partnership with the Gap. How long were they partners?
Maybe a year.
Oh, so it hasn't been that long?
2-3 years. Something. It hasn't been that long. But literally in that time, he was rapper to billionaire to biggest. What is he now? He is the richest black man in history.
No way. No,
yeah, he is.
No, I'm not buying that.
All right, whatever.
Not even close.
I'm telling you, bro.
He's not worth $25 billion. Is he?
Okay.
Is he? I'm just asking.
All I know is the headline, bro. That's all I'm telling you.
Don't believe the headline.
I'm telling you.
And look up a guy.
He's close.
And look up, not in history. No. And look up.
I'm just saying.
You look at all.
But that's not the story.
You look up all the richest people that ever lived. Things. There's a man by the name of Mansa Musa. You look him up.
Okay, all right. I'm not going to.
This guy is nowhere near that.
I don't want to get sidetracked.
Yeah, don't get sidetracked. But let's facts got to be in here somewhere.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah,
Kanye is a force in the fashion business. Okay, so Garfield says $6 billion.
All right, so that's not even close. Okay. So, but it's great. I'd love to have $6 billion.
It's a great headline.
Yeah, it's a great headline. This is written by Fox News or something. You got to, I just get a little touchy about stuff like that. But $6 billion, I'd love to have $6 billion.
Let's see. No. Okay. So Forbes said, no, Kanye is not the richest black person.
Of course not. No.
Okay. So anyway, he's worth $7 billion now. but he will be at these rates.
Don't get me
Look,
wrong.
he will be at these rates. But at any rate, he is definitely
Where is all his wealth coming from? Is it
this
from
deal? That's
and
the thing. Yes, this deal with he's had 2 deals. He's got the deal with the Gap. He's got the deal with Adidas. And I mean, literally, that's the only thing Adidas has to promote.
what is
is
like
Kanye's
some kind of
brand.
a shoe?
The Yeezys. Yes.
Do you
That's
have any? Because
No, I think they're ugly. I think a lot of this. I think a lot of shit is ugly, but that he makes. But anyway, actually,
I don't know about this either because
no, he's not. But it's been out there that he is.
I know, I just get a little touchy about these things flying around when they're not really true. But anyway, that was a good conversation. I like that.
So listen to this. As for Yeezy sneakers, they're selling like crazy. The company's revenue grew 30% in 2021.
What were the revenues?
In its most recent limited drop, the 450 cloud sold out in under a minute. It doesn't put the number there, but it says Yeezy it's worth 1.5 billion. Just the Yeezy.
The Jordan brand is worth more than that.
Yeah, but George is with Nike.
It's been around a long time though.
Right, but George is with Nike.
Of course, but
that's what I'm saying. I mean, what does Adidas have other than Yeezy?
But what was Nike before Jordan came on board? It's a long time ago, but they were the struggling upstart. Because remember, the shoe that was killing it back then before he signed with Nike was Converse. I had my Dr. J's. Remember, the Chuck Taylors, the Magics, the Birds. They were all on Converse.
Oh, I mean,
and look out for Under Armour.
Jordan, what he does today is ridiculous.
I think if I'm not mistaken, Jordan's still the number 1 seller in the NBA, and he hasn't played for over 20 years.
Absolutely.
Which is crazy.
Nobody can touch him.
Oh, and by the way, since I just got on this Jordan thing, it was just the other day that somebody bought the jersey that he wore in game 1 of his last finals against the Utah Jazz for $10 million. That's crazy. That is so crazy. Oh, so they had Yeezy hoodies? Is that?
Yeah. Yes, he did. $125 for a black hoodie.
Oh, hell no. Look, I only wear football, the Ram stuff, so I'm
sold out, bro.
Football and Negro League stuff. I can't get. First of all, Yeezy. What the hell? I mean, I don't like the name. What the hell is Yeezy? Is that his nickname or something?
I can't even explain all of this.
I
can't explain Yeezy. He's got multiple names. He's been Yeezy, Yeezus, Yay.
Get that one. I'm not using that one.
I like that one. I think that one's the best. You should have just went all the way in with Yeezus.
No, sir. I don't like that one.
But at any rate, I mean, Kanye's going to be Kanye.
It's amazing to me. I mean, it's an amazing story. There's no way around it. Did the Kardashian marriage have anything to do with this?
It brings in about, a little bit of money. He's part owner with his ex-wife. So he got the Skims thing. Look, it says on here that's worth about 64 million for him.
I am totally. I think it's cool. Insane. I think it's cool. Like people like Rihanna and him and somebody like, of course, your girl, the Queen Bee, and
they're building wealth.
That they have found a way to become real moguls off of the culture. But it's a good thing, but it's a weird thing for me because I still don't quite understand why anybody would buy stuff with somebody else's name on it or label. I don't get it. That's just me. I sit here wearing a Rams logo.
I was about to say, I don't understand. You're one of those people
I'm not one of those people.
You are one of those people. You wear
no.
nothing but Rams. Matter of fact,
Team.
when you
I'm with the team. I'm not an individual. It's the team.
whatever.
It's the team.
It's still fanning out. You're a fan.
I'm a fan. I have
You're a fanatic. You're a fanatic.
I'm not a fanatic.
Oh, you are, because
maybe
actually, when you pulled up your
what?
When you pulled up your browser, all the ads were for Ram stuff. So that just kind of shows you.
Damn, I know I shouldn't have pulled up my browser. That's the last time I do that. I ain't trying to.
He's always looking for new Rams gear.
I ain't trying to give nobody no damn information that they already don't have. All right. All right. This is cool. So we're about to run out of time. Next week I'm going to Dreamforce. It should be really interesting. We talked.
Hey, JR, just put JR's last comment up. You'll like it because he's.
Oh, I flagged.
Okay. All right. Good. All right.
Yeah. But again, it looks like from his picture, we're probably in the same age group. We're too old for that stuff.
Yeah, y'all some oldies.
And if we're too old, we damn sure know you are. So
whatever.
Anyway, I am so looking forward to Dreamforce next week. I'm actually gonna go and get my updated Omicron booster shot because I ain't gonna be walking around there with.
Too late, brother. It takes 2 weeks.
Well, I already had it. It's a refresh because
whatever. 2 weeks.
I should still be.
You're going to be Omicron undone.
Anyway, I will be masked wearing because I'm still not rolling around like it ain't happened. So, but I'm looking forward to it. It should be cool.
Well, look for my girl. I know it's kind of hard, but find Nicole.
You could just tell her I said hi now. I don't think I'll be seeing her. They gave me my itinerary. There ain't too many free moments in
there. Yeah.
But I will be back by Friday.
All right. So we got a good show. We're still on. All right.
All right. Well, everybody have a great weekend. I'm so glad that we were able to bring friends from yesteryear back together again with Charles Gatlin. I'm glad that the Colder Ice finally remembered who he was. So that's a good thing. Good to see Cousin Gar. Good to see Bundle and Bar. Good to see Mr. J.R. Bird. Thank you all. And Alex, of course.
Yeah, don't forget Alex. Alex came up in the house.
Absolutely. All right. So with all that said, have a great weekend. And I think it's time to do this.
Peace.